Alright boys, so we're gonna be very clear about this. Insanely clear about this. I have never played Super Mario Galaxy, but every time I look at gameplay of it, it is completely different from Sonic Lost World. In fact, it's so incredibly different that I think that it's slander to call fucking Super Mario Odyssey, oh shit, I meant Super Mario Galaxy fucking Sonic Lost World. Like, look at this gameplay! Look at it! Look at it! Looking at the gameplay feels different, the mechanics feel different, a lot of stuff within this goddamn game feels different. I feel like this shit is fucking slander. And people who say this should get their eyes checked, because the additions of how Sonic uses his movement makes the game different enough to where calling it a clone isn't necessarily accurate. Although Sega does claim that they, used Mario as inspiration, in order for you to legitimately have any issue with that, you would have to ignore the differences in the gameplay, differences in the feeling of the level. And mind you, I am not a player of goddamn I am not a player of goddamn Mario games. In fact, I got a Mario game once and I threw the copy away. Okay, so I'm not the most qualified ever to say that these things are completely different. But looking at this gameplay on the screen, you can immediately just tell, oh, there's a reason why these things are not similar, and there's a reason why the movement is so different to the point to where it legitimately looks actually good when you look at the Sonic gameplay next to the Mario gameplay. Remember, Sonic is about getting through levels quickly. You don't need movement tech that allows you to fucking just kill enemies, okay? You need movement tech that gets you through the level faster. Unless they make like a part of the game that's just not anything like close to the original Sonic gameplay, which is fine, but like if I don't like it, you kind of just like completely ruin your game immediately. In Mario, I think you could put a fighting game all in this. You can put a fighting game all up in this and nobody would bat an eye, because it's fucking Mario. Mario is like what happens when you put like a goddamn potato in the water but you don't put any salt. That's what Mario is, okay? You can make a potato stylish. Sonic is like what happens when you add spices to your meal. Mario's what happens when you take the knife and carve things out. They're both stylish, but they aren't stylish for the same reasons, you know? I'm just not the guy. I'm not the guy, I guess. I don't know. What's similar about these games? Why do people call it a clone? Just because you take inspiration from something, it doesn't make sense to just say that the game is wholesale stolen. It just doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. People just hate this game. They hate this game more than sliced bread. Alright? These are the kinds of people you look at it and you go like, damn, nigga, dude, you hate sliced bread, motherfucker. Like, what? What are you doing? Right? Fuck, these games are not similar at all. Sadly, I'm not a gameplay master, but like just because how you use the foundation is similar, well, the foundation, much like the level design, that's kind of what I mean. Because they have this circle of platforms. Not every part has circle of platforms, obviously. Like this person, Kobani Munder 456, who I'm using both versions of the gameplay from, they have way different level design depending on where you are. And I think that this fucking Lost World gameplay should come back. Not because it's like the most goated gameplay style. In fact, unless they give Sonic the boost, I'm probably not gonna play that shit. I'm being real. I'm just not a non-boost player. I'm trying to play Sonic Adventure 2 and I'm just hating every second of it because it doesn't have the boost. I'm only going to play Sonic Adventure 2 remakes if it has the boost. Let's be real. But dude, there is so much different about these games. There's so much reason to play both of these games unless you just hate the gameplay style. And most of the people who don't like this kind of gameplay style are the kind of people who will sit there and tell you that adventure gameplay is goated, okay? They will tell you adventure gameplay is goated and tell us we need to step away from the boost, but we only need to step away from the boost in a gameplay style that they like. It's cinema! It's literal cinema! What the fuck? Hey everyone, it's me, Stupid Guy here, getting ready to compare fucking Sonic Lost World and Mario Galaxy. Getting all up in your goddamn crib. Remember this. The next time someone compares these two things, all you have to do is just show them this gameplay. Due to my exact research of this entire gameplay series by Kobe Monder 456, I've determined that these two parts of the game are legitimately the best parts of the game that you could look at. Well, mostly because I played Sonic Lost World for myself and I like this part of the game for the most part. But for Super Mario Galaxy, I just kind of like skimmed through his goddamn gameplay and I just went like, okay, these are the best parts to me from what it looks like. And people are saying maybe you should play a fucking Mario game. I have a Nintendo Switch. I just don't use it for anything Mario related because I can just use it for things that are Sonic related instead. Cause I'm goated like that. Oh my god, I'm so fucking cool. But like for real though, let's be very clear. Sonic will always be different from Mario because of the way that the gameplay styles affect how the game is working. I think a thing that needs to always be said is that you can have blocky level design in a Sonic game, you just have to make sure that blocky level design is legitimately fun to do. Like, the reason why people like long segments of line in their fucking Sonic games is because you can't do fucking momentum-based jumps with the goddamn 2x2 brick, okay? But if you found a way to make that 2x2 brick 16 meters long, and you gave Sonic fans a way to jump off that 2x2 brick really well, people would love 2x2 bricks all the time. They'd be like, oh my god, my fucking momentum, I'm momentuming it. But like, you know what I'm saying, man. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, cause like, bro, this is just slander. It's just slander. It's slander. Fuck. It's slander.
Grumpy, bashful, and Tyrone. I never save a black beat, just number in my phone. It's the Mambo King, Xavier Cougat. Call me Mario, nigga, cause I'm wearing my coon hat. Some of my best friends are black. They say I'm fucking racist. Homie, I ain't the one who put your ass on a slave ship.